Welcome to another MP4Nation.net play and review. Today we have our first look at the new Nationite OS-72HR. This is a sample unit that we received from the factory, so it has none of our customization or branding on this currently. But it does show off how wonderful this little player is. We have dubbed it with the HR term for high resolution because it uses the new China chip CC1600 media chip, which is quite capable of playing very high resolution videos. When we mean high resolution, it is capable of playing AVI and RMVB formats, and well, a lot of other formats too, but AVI and RMVB being the best supported, up to a resolution of 1280 by 720, which is significantly higher than most media players can handle. And when we mean it can play it, we just don't mean it can open it up and, you know, it looks like you're watching a slideshow, but it plays it at 30 frames per second. But to top it off, the screen is a 4.3-inch high resolution 800 by 480 resolution screen. So the image quality is literally literally twice as clear and crisp as, say, the OS-43 screen, or pretty much any other similar 4.3-inch player that's come out before. So the image quality on this is very, very good. And on top, it's a very stylish build. The overall size of this is far smaller than other similar 4.3-inch CC1600 chip media players. It also has a metallic body, and it's thinner than most other CC1600 players. But for that, the player is heavier. But the weight about it is very good. It's let's say it adds to the overall good quality stylishness of the player more than it being a detriment. Here's a player, and it has its power slot here, but we will give this little nice handy attachment which allows you to both charge from the wall charger and via USB. So it adds to the convenience factor there. Over here is a micro SD slot where you can add up to additional 32 GB of external memory. The player itself will have up to 16 GB of internal memory. When it comes out initially, it'll be out in 4, 8, and 16 GB, and maybe 2 GB added later on for those who want to use the memory card more than the internal memory. It does have a built-in loudspeaker, which is pretty decent. Well, a little bit better than what you normally see on MP4 players. Here's the side, and you have the 5-pin USB slot here. You have two audio jacks, audio ports here. It can be used for dual audio, but when you use it for TV out, this slot becomes used for the video out portion, and this is the audio portion for the TV out. The player does support both composite and component TV out, so allows for your normal standard and your higher quality TV out. Here's your volume buttons. There's the player itself, and that's what I really like about the player, are these nice metallic cut buttons. It again adds to the overall quality of the player. This is overall far better quality, far better feel of a player than most CC1600 chip media players that are currently out there. And now it's time to show off the pretty little screen here. Really, the highlight of the player is its ability to play high resolution videos, but it's this fantastic screen. The viewing angles on this are, I mean, quite superb. The image doesn't degrade no matter what angle you're really looking at. And this is why the player will be priced higher. Why the player will be quite pricey. It's pretty much because of the overall build and the very good screen quality. The screen isn't just your normal 800 by 480 resolution screen. For those of you watching this video who may have like some other players, like a Honda or whatever, you'll notice that this screen has better viewing angles because it is overall a better quality screen. So, you know, we're not going cheap on you guys. Another attribute of this player is simply that it does have its own independent audio DAC. It uses the Cirrus Logic DAC, so it allows for a lot better audio quality. Now the downside is that the standard user interface doesn't utilize the music player very well. I mean, they really wanted, to highlight, they really want this to be a video player more than anything, but the Cirrus Logic audio DAC allows for very good audio playback. Certainly as good as any Wolfenson chip player. It does support like MP3, WMA, FLAC, and APE files. And see the audio quality. I mean, the audio out of the speakers is pretty good and loud, but the audio out of the earphones is just very good. I mean, and you will find that we will be bundling this player with our new beta brainwaves when they're out also. So for those that will use this for audio purposes, they will be well happy with the audio quality. And it does allow for multitasking. Again, the processor on this is very powerful, far more powerful than any current media chip that's manufactured by a Chinese company. And now for the video. Like I said, it does play a whole host of video formats, but really the best formats support are AVI, XVID, and DivX, along with RMVB and FLV. Oh, I'll rewind this. Alright, this is a trailer. I think this is a trailer for Pirates of the Caribbean, the second one. I just want to show off the beautiful viewing angles. I mean, look at that. And this video itself is in 1280 by 720 resolution, AVI. And you see it's playing a full 30 frames per second. There's no lip sync issues. The video isn't playing clippy. And you can on the fly just change the zoom, as this is on full box right now. It's full screen, so it stretches the video from its normal 16:9 ratio. Yeah, you can re-zoom it. And this is a normal size. You got fill box and full screen. And again, the TV out supports two types. You have your component and your composite. So allowing for your standard and your better quality TV out. And we do want to point out, this comes with its own remote. That's right. So you can fast forward easily or rewind. And this is a trailer for Madagascar.
Happy birthday to you.
Again, this is another video that's in 1280 by 720 resolution.
You look like a monkey. And you smell like one too. I say.
And I just want to quickly show you some of the other features on this player before I run out of time. And there's your picture viewer. Again, these images are an 800 by 480 resolution, and they look phenomenal on the screen. Look at that. Image quality on this is just superb. Really, this is a very good video player. It's a simple video player, really. You know, nothing fancy, no fancy interface. Uses standard push buttons, which to some will be delighted, and others will, you know, hate because they all want touchscreen now. We went with this type of player just because we knew that it would attract lots of people, and one of the big features we're going to have is that the TV out will support NTSC. Most of these type of players right now, the CC1600 players, do not support NTSC, but because we work with the factory and stuff, we were going to get the NTSC optional firmware for you guys, for you North American customers or whoever needs NTSC. And by the way, the background can be changed, so if you're looking at that background and you don't like it, it can be changed. And there is a bit of ability to retheme this, so you can check out forums out for more information. That has your radio player also. You change your system, your browser, your music, all your other standard features. It doesn't have FM transmitter, just want to point that out. Again, this will come with a remote when it's out, along with this nice little additional attachment, along with a viewing stand. And on top of it, it'll come with our new beta brainwaves when they're released also. So anyway, here's a first look at the new Nationite OS-72HR. Head on over to our forums to discuss this. Thank you.